First Alert Weather with Megan Smith is sponsored by St. Francis Healthcare System.
Well, for our Thursday afternoon, we're seeing pretty dry conditions for most of the heartland. A lot of sunshine for today as well. So still feeling a bit of the heat. Taking a live look out in front of SEMO, we can see a nice slight breeze blowing with the wind, but things are looking not too bad. Little pop-up showers just east of us. Like I said, most of us are going to stay on the drier end for the afternoon, but there is a chance to track a few pop-up showers. We'll take a look at that in a second, but let's take a look at those temperatures. Still sitting into the low 90s for most places, but we saw that the feel-like temperatures due to mid-70 dew points are making things feel a little bit warmer. A couple places already feeling like they're in the triple digits for today. Highs into the low 90s there in Fredericktown, 91 in Cape Girardeau, and 92 in Union City. So let's go ahead and roll right into Futurecast to see what we're tracking as each day we're getting closer and closer to the end of the weekend and end of the week and closer to our weekend. Well, a few pop-up showers could be possible closer to 3 o'clock this evening and afternoon, all the way into closer to around 6 as well. But really with this, it's going to be some quick pop-up showers, could see some heavier downpours, maybe a little lightning, nothing of a big impact. As we look into your Friday morning, we're going to start off on the drier end. A few little cloud coverage, could see a little fog out on the roadways, but for the most part, we're really going to trend the same conditions we're seeing today into tomorrow as well, with around the afternoon hours into tomorrow for Friday. Could see a few pop-up showers lingering, but most of that is going to be dried out and gone by the evening time, so things are looking a bit drier as we approach the weekend. Still sitting with about a 10% chance of some pop-up showers into Friday and Saturday, but pretty dry by Sunday and the start of next work week. But with that, as we're seeing the decrease in our rain chances, we're going to see the increase in those temperatures. So brace yourself as we look into the weekend. Temps sitting into the mid to upper 90s as we roll into Sunday. So we'll see some nice dry conditions, just going to be a little hot. So make sure this is your first alert. If you're going to be out and enjoying those outdoor activities as we approach the weekend, just make sure you're doing those proper precautions, because even our lows will stay pretty consistent into the low 70s for most places. But as we peek into next work week, we'll still see the trend of these warmer temperatures, but luckily things will kind of swap a little bit. Temperatures will start to drop by Wednesday of next week, but you can go ahead and see if things are going to start to increase with those rain chances again, with a 30% chance of some storms by next Thursday.